Hi friends, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. If you are new to the channel, every single week I post a new pick a card reading. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, stick around, get cozy. This week's pick a card reading is going to be a message meant to find you. So we are going to be getting a message that is meant for you. So if you saw this, if you came across this reading and you were drawn to click on it, there is a message that is meant for you in this reading. So we have three options. Option number one is going to be the spirit self. So be who you are as you are. Option number two is going to be the key to intimacy. And it says intimate love is a core need to be met in relation with ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. And then option number three is going to be radical self-love. And that says we can only receive love to the extent that which we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. That is a powerful card. So pause the video if you need to. Ask yourself which pile or maybe piles have a message for you. And let's talk about what is going to be covered in this reading, what the format is going to be. So for this reading, we are going to kick things off with a current check-in. So that is going to be an energy check-in. It's going to be pretty brief, but I do want to see what's going on so that way you can confirm that you've chosen the right pile. We're then going to move into the spark. So what is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life? We're going to move into a secret. So what is a hidden truth or little known insight just for you? Something that you are meant to know about, something that the universe, that spirit wants to share with you. We're then going to move into the wild card. So a surprise twist or unexpected energy that is coming your way. We're going to ask about your superpower. So what is something unique about you that will help you navigate this moment? We're going to look at trickster energy. So what is a playful warning or challenge? So this could be something mischievous that is going to be a lesson, but it may be a little bit inconvenient. We're also going to look at the treasure. So what is a gift, blessing, or positive outcome that is waiting for you at this time? We're then going to look at a message that you can't ignore. So what is guidance that is too important at this time for you to overlook? And then we're going to look at the big reveal. So the ultimate message or encouragement that the universe has for you. So this is going to be one of those readings where I am going to shuffle live on camera. I also have pre-shuffled cards as part of your reading that we will look at the end of the reading. So if this sounds like something that you are interested in, stick around. We are about to get started. If this is where you leave me, I hope you have a wonderful week and I hope you come back soon. But let's jump into the reading. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the Spirit Self card, and it says be who you are as you are. And this is one of my favorite oracle decks. Look at this image. So pile number one, I'm going to place that right over there. As a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. Also, I did do a reading breakdown at the beginning, which explains everything that's going to be covered and in the format it will be covered in. So I highly, highly suggest that you check that out. That way you know if this is the right reading for you, if this is what you are looking for at this time. But to get started, we are going to start with an energy check-in. And this is just a brief look at what is going on in your life at this time, and this is meant to help you confirm if this is the right pile for you. So if this doesn't sound like what's happening for you at this time, you may want to try choosing a different pile. But let's see what we have here. So we have the garden and the gate. We also have the fifth chakra with Archangel Gabriel, and that is the throat chakra. And we have indecision. Okay. So pile number one, as far as what is happening in your life at this point in time, it feels like you are in a place, and it's very interesting because you chose the Spirit Self, and the Spirit Self card is a part of the reading. It's a card that I shuffled with the intention that it was going to serve as the cover, but it was also going to be a part of your reading. And this energy check-in does fit with what is coming through with the Spirit Self card, because I do think that you are in a place where we have the indecision card, and that's very Two of Swords energy if you are familiar with tarot. So this could be a time where you're trying to figure out, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up? Do I go down? What is the right choice? What is the right thing for me to do? I also do think that for this group, if you chose this group, you are in a place where you are trying to not only figure out what your truth and your path is, but you are trying to align yourself to it. So this could be a time where there is a realignment happening in your life, where things are falling kind of apart so other things can fall together, where there has been some sort of shift in your life, where things are changing. I also am getting very heavy Mercury energy, and that could be Gemini energy, but Mercury energy in the sense of that, wanting to speak truth, wanting to live truth, and being in a place where you are communicating your own truth to yourself, or you're trying to figure out, where do I go from here? What comes next? Because I do think one thing that's coming through very clear is, for my pile number ones, you are in a place where you are seeking fulfillment, you are seeking satisfaction in a way that feels right for you. Now, that is going to mean different things to different people. For some people, this could be fulfillment and satisfaction in like a career sense, or in a finances sense, or in a relationship, or in a spiritual sense. For some, it could be in multiple areas. But there is this very clear message that you are in a place where you are trying to decide what is right for you, especially as you move forward, and you are trying to empower yourself to make the right choices. And that can feel a bit overwhelming at this time, because it could be that things aren't very clear. I'm trying to figure out which way is up, which way is down, which way is left, which way is right. And what is the right thing, right? What is the right next step? What is the right next move for me? And it could be that at this time, things feel especially unclear, or you are seeking more clarity as you move forward. But one thing is, I do think for my pile number ones, you can feel that there is a lot of advancement, that there is a lot of blessings that are trying to come in. So for this group, it could be that you are feeling like, I am just on the other side of a major breakthrough. I'm just on the other side of what I want. So there's this sense of, I'm trying to figure things out, but I also know that I'm closer than what I think. And that everything that I desire, everything that I want is much closer than maybe I can see at this time. And I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And with Archangel Gabriel here, this is a time where you are receiving downloads. You are receiving clarity. And if that clarity is not coming through for you just yet, it will be coming through very, very soon. I would say days to maybe a week or two, where you're going to receive more information as to what is next. But it does feel like for this group, purpose, satisfaction, fulfillment, and living out your dharma, being in a place where you are creating what you want and the experiences that you want is at the forefront at this time. Again, how that's playing out individually, it's going to be different for different people. But for right now, this feels like a time of transition for this group. And it also feels like a time of alignment with higher self, alignment with higher truth. And for some of you, it could be that you've even been struggling with maybe like throat pain, or you feel like you have a needle in your throat, stuck in your throat, like that sort of feeling coming through. And it's because self-expression is required. For someone here, you may have recently taken on a new hobby that is on the creative side. For someone else here, this could be the time where you are working on some sort of artwork, some sort of creative endeavor. For someone here, it could be a book that you are writing or that you have completed or you are about to complete, and you may be looking to share that information, that story, that part of yourself with the world. That's also coming through. But pile number one, if that sounds like what's going on for you, let's get into this. So we are going to start the reading by asking about the spark. What is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life? I want to show you this because as I cut the deck, look at what we have there, the Two of Swords. What did I say about this card, this indecision card? The indecision card is very much Two of Swords energy. And I think that what this is really speaking to, and obviously I'm going to continue to shuffle and put down some cards that we're going to read for this message, but we also have the Queen of Swords here. So I do feel for this group, something that is going to come in is truth, right? We see that truth represented there with that fifth chakra, with Archangel Gabriel being here. There is clarity, there is truth, there is a path forward that is going to reveal itself. And for those of you that have been waiting, or you have been feeling like you don't have enough information to take the next step, this path forward is going to be revealed in a way that you're going to feel much more confident about what comes next for you. As I cut the deck, the Ace of Swords. So a lot of swords energy for this group. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, highly represented. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be an air sign in order for this reading to resonate, but I do think there's a lot of that energy playing out here though. We also have Temperance cards. So again, balance, right? And this is also speaking to, this is a time to make sure that you're not kind of going into extremes. It's not this or that. It's about combining. It's about balancing. It's about moderation at this time. For my pile number ones, what is the spark? What is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up my pile number one's life? Let's see, pile number one, what do we have for you? We have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, it's not going to be, I'm actually going to put these here so you can see the bottom of the deck. Strength card. Page of Cups. King of Swords. Pile number one, there is going to be an ending to a cycle of struggle, to a cycle where you have had to fight so hard because no matter what, you couldn't get to the other side. No matter what, you couldn't get what you were working very hard for. There is a lot of energy that is being cleared. There is a breakthrough coming through, and you are going to feel more confident. You are going to be able to feel not only more confident about yourself, but more confident about your choices, your decisions as you move forward. That's why that Five of Swords is here. That Five of Swords is saying you are going to witness in your life that energy is going to move forward, because for some of my pile number ones, you've been doing everything in your power. You've been working so hard. You've been putting in the effort, the work, but it felt like no matter what, you were kind of spinning your wheels. There is something that is going to be cleared that is going to allow forward movement. Now, what is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life? It is the confidence. It is the courage. It is the creativity. For this group, what's really truly coming through is you're going to have the answers that you seek. You are going to be able to make the choices that you want to make that are going to allow you to get to where you want to be. So again, if you've been stuck in this like energy of, I don't know exactly what to do, I feel overwhelmed, I don't know what the right course of action is, you're gonna find that you're going to receive more information. You're going to receive clarity on what the next steps are. And I do think for this group, really leaning into your imagination with your third eye, with your crown chakra, working on the things that you desire, allowing yourself to envision the life that you want, to wish for the things that you desire. There is an unexpected trajectory here. There is an unexpected, almost forward movement, clearing of energy. For some of you, it could be that you are doing some deity work. For others of you, it's your spirit guides. For others of you, this could very well be your ancestors coming through as well. And I do think for this group, as I'm recording this, it is September 2025. This is a timeless reading. But if you're catching this as I'm recording this, as I'm posting this, I do think by Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Samhain, you will see major breakthroughs and you will get more answers, more clarity as you move forward. And I also think for my pile number 1, something that's going to be exciting is almost like the way that you're going to look at the world, your outlook of the world. Because I do think that as the information, as the opportunities continue to move forward and show up and give you the clarity that you are seeking, you are going to fall into this energy of anticipating what comes next, being excited, realizing that there are opportunities that are coming your way, and kind of building up that sense of motivation and that sense of excitement for what you're going to be able to accomplish. So there is a lot of joy here. There's also a lot of confidence and being able to be confident that something is going to come your way, that you are going to have the opportunity that you were seeking. And that King of Swords is speaking to that clarity. That King of Swords is really speaking to those answers that you're seeking and being able to be confident in the steps that you are going to take going forward, which is very powerful, right? When we know exactly what we want to do, it can be very powerful because we have that confidence to do those things. Pile number 1, let's take a look at what is the secret. So a hidden truth or little known insight just for you. What is the secret that the universe wants to share with you? What is the secret the universe has for my pile number 1s at this time? Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. There's shifts, there's changes coming in. Even if you can't see them, even if you don't think they're coming, that is one of the secrets. There is a shift. That 7 of Swords, we're going to talk about this. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. So again, we keep getting a lot of Swords energy for this group, but the Wheel of Fortune is here to say the universe wants you to know that you have cleared some karma. And in my belief, karma is not good or bad. It's just cause and effect. But this does feel like it was karma that was heavy in some way, that was very draining to your energy. Pile number 1, that has been cleared. As far as what the secret here is, part of the secret is the universe is conspiring in your favor, and the universe is bringing in a lot of opportunities. And what it feels almost magical about this for my pile number 1s is that it feels like the universe is going to pay you back all of what you have earned. So when we talk about karma, I personally don't think karma is good or bad. I know everybody has different beliefs on that, but it does feel like your karmic payback is going to be through experiences and opportunities that feel very aligned, that feel like they are going to propel you forward. The best way I can describe what I am seeing for this group is almost like, if you're playing a video game like Mario, where it's like you hit those boosters and you're able to speed up. Mind you, I haven't played a lot of video games, so that's the only one I can think of. And I don't know what the boosters are called, but you can like hit a booster and then like you just speed all the way up. It feels like for my pile number 1s, that is what the universe is bringing in. That is the secret, that you are about to get to the point where a lot of blockages, a lot of obstacles are clearing, and you're going to not only be able to pass them after a period of time where they felt so heavy, they felt so overwhelming, but you're about to be able to do it with like a boost of energy where things are going to show up, where things are going to work out for you, and you're going to be able to receive what is meant for you in a way that feels a lot easier than it has for some of you in the past like 1 to 3 years. And it's going to help you get to where you want to be. And it's as, again, this is a result of the hard work that you have put in. And for this group, it's like your spiritual experience is going to get a boost as well. And for this group, I do think this is a group where you have been doing a lot of the shadow work. You have been doing a lot of the inner work, contemplation, trying to move forward. And again, this secret that the universe wants you to know is that there's going to be a boost where it's not only going to be things revealing themselves to you as far as like what the next steps are, but it's also going to be the right opportunities showing up that are going to boost you in the direction that you are meant to go in. So let's take a look at the wild card. So what is a surprise, twist, or unexpected energy coming your way? What is the wild card for my pile number ones? What is the wild card for my pile number ones? Bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Page of Pentacles. For some of you, something that you have invested time and energy in is going to come through with a payback of some sort. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Swords. And then finally, we have the Seven of Cups. Opportunities, opportunities, opportunities. Pile number one, that is what's coming through. You can barely see that, but I'm going to cover it. Opportunities, opportunities, opportunities. I'm going to move this out of the way as well because I'm just noticing the card. They're very light, so I don't think... Anyways, YouTube does not like certain things. But opportunities are going to be coming in. As far as the wild card, I do think there is a very specific opportunity that is very much in alignment with you. Now, as I said at the beginning, we are reading the energy, so how this is going to play out specifically for each of you is going to be differently. But for some of you, this is in the form of a new job. For others of you, this could be in the form of a financial boost. For others of you, this could be forward movement in a relationship or meeting someone, if that is what you are seeking. But it does feel like the wild card is something that is meant for you, that is an opportunity that is going to give you the choice to explore it. It's also something that is going to be stable and something that it doesn't feel like it's a once and done or like it's quick and then it goes. It feels like something that you can build upon and you can create more abundance with. I also do think you will be reaching a milestone. There's a leveling up. There's getting this opportunity, getting this gift, this blessing, because it does feel like a gift. It feels like a blessing. It feels like something that is almost catered to you, meant for you, and it helps you move forward. It helps you get to the next level, get to the next, it's like a leveling up. I'm seeing a lot of judgment energy for this group in the sense of like the Judgment Tarot card, where it's a rebirth, it's a leveling. Also the World card, like you are leveling up, you're moving to the next level, you are completing a cycle. And there's going to be a lot of joy, a lot of happiness here. And that's part of the wild card, that whatever is headed your way is going to create a lot of ease and a lot of joy. And it's going to create almost a sense of balance and this sense of I am exactly where I am meant to be in my life at this time. Let's take a look at your superpower. So what is something unique about you, pile number one, that will help you navigate this time? What is something unique about you? What is your superpower that is going to help you navigate this current time this current cycle, I guess I should say? For my pile number ones, what is my pile number one's superpower? Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Your ability to move forward, your ability to do what needs to be done is part of your superpower. The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So pile number one, when it comes to your superpower that is going to be most helpful for you at this time, I do think one of the main superpowers that you have is your ability to envision and hold the vision of what you want. So I do think for this group, you could be very clairvoyant. You could be very claircognizant. So clear seeing, clear knowing. I do think there is a sense of you know exactly what is meant for you. You know exactly what it is that you desire, and you're able to create that. I also think that you are someone who knows how to protect yourself, how to set boundaries, not only with others, but with yourself. And I do think pile number one, you are somebody that has a lot of drive, a lot of motivation. So you are not going to give up in the face of adversity. You are not going to walk away from something that is meant for you. So I think also, spiritually speaking, for this group, you have a lot of spiritual protection. Your energy is protected. Your opportunities are protected. And this feels for this group, there is a lot of ancestral help for some of you. For others of you, this could be spirit guides. This could be the universe itself. It's going to be different things for different people. So take that part as it resonates. But I also think that you're somebody who's very innovative. You're somebody who's always going to find a way. You're always going to figure out a way to get to the next level. So again, that sense of, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to push harder. I'm not going to walk away without giving this a fair shot. I am going to do what I need to do. And for my pile number ones, part of that superpower is your ability to, again, face those challenges and deal with them as they need to be dealt with, but also your ability to really figure out what is what the next steps are based on where you want to be, right? That creativity, that innovation is coming through here, and you are willing to be uncomfortable to grow and to expand. And that's how I think you got to this point, is because you've been growing, you've been expanding, you've been challenging what you know, challenging yourself to experience more growth. And that's part of that superpower, right? That sense of, if I am not going to find what I'm looking for, if I am not happy in this situation or in this place, in this whatever opportunity, then I need to create something different. I need to expand. I need to spread my wings and take that leap of faith, because I deserve the things that I want. I deserve the things that I desire, and I know that I cannot receive what I want if I remain in the same place. So whether that is mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you are willing to expand, and you are willing to be uncomfortable as you transition to get to where you want to be. And that is a superpower, pile number one. So pile number one, let's take a look at the trickster. So what is this could be a little bit of a playful warning or a challenge. What is something mischievous that can happen, but it's also coming with a lesson. For my pile number ones, what is that trickster energy? I'm only going to pull 2 cards for this one, pile number one. let's see what the trickster energy is. We have the moon card. I think for you, the trickster is ego telling you that either you're not going to find a way out, or that you're going to be stuck, or that things aren't going to get better. So be mindful of that. Pile number 1. Let's take a look at what else we have here. The Emperor card and the Queen of Wands as the trickster. So I'm going to say it because it's here. For some of you, there could be a person that can be a little bit of a trickster. So this could be somebody that presents as something that they are not. The best way for you to be mindful of that and to identify them as a trickster is make sure that their words are matching their actions, whether this is a friend, whether this is somebody at work, whether this is a romantic partner. People's words should always match their actions. So be careful with that. I don't actually think for many of you this is going to be an actual person, but I have to call it out because it's here. But I do think for my pile number 1s, the trickster energy here, the challenge here is going to be for you to see the absolute power that you have, for you to realize that you're going to be able to create the life that you want. And again, it's going to be different things for different people. But whether that is a job, a career, finances, a relationship, a spiritual experience, or a spiritual place that you want to reach, or just overall well-being for yourself, or it could be multiple of those things put together, the trickster energy here for many of you is going to be you not believing ego, you not believing that self-doubt, or not believing that sense of I'm never going to get to where I want to be. Or again, it could be ego. It could be that little voice, that fear of failure, that fear of worst case scenario. I do think for this group that can kind of play out in a way that can be very overwhelming for you, especially when you are moving through these periods where there are a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of challenges. It can be, very overwhelming, and you can have almost like those thoughts of, what, like, what's the point? Or maybe this isn't meant for me. Trust your heart and soul that what is meant for you, you know exactly what is meant for you, and keep going, keep pushing. Because again, I do think regardless of when you are watching this, over the next few days to the next maybe week or two, you're going to start to see the shifts. And I do think October 2025, specifically the second half of October 2025, you're going to start to see forward movement. I do think in the next few days, in the next couple of weeks, at the very least, you are receiving clarity and you are receiving information through downloads or through information that is available to you. But you're also going to start to see the actual actions of the change, I think, towards the second half of October, depending when you're watching this. If you're watching this, into the future, hello from the past. But if you're watching this into the future, I would say over the next month, you're going to see a lot of change, a lot of shifts, and you're going to receive a lot of downloads. Pile number 1, let's take a look at the treasure. So, what is a gift, blessing, or positive outcome that's waiting for you at this time? What is a gift, a blessing, or a positive outcome that is waiting for you, that is on its way to you, waiting for you, that you need to know of, that the universe wants you to know of? Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. We also have the 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Magician. To quote Mean Girls, because why not? The limit does not exist. Your limit, what you can create, what your gift, what your blessing is almost unlimited. And a big part of this gift, a big part of this treasure that you're going to be receiving that is waiting for you is the realization of exactly that. It's the understanding that your overall gift is that forward movement, that like dismantling of these blockages or of these roadblocks that you have been experiencing. But your biggest treasure, what you create, that gift, that blessing, or that positive outcome, each of you are going to be able to create that. And what you create, the limit is completely up to you. Now, one thing I do want to say is, for some of you, one thing that you should keep in mind is that you get to choose what plant, right? Let's say it in that way. What plant you are going to water. You get to choose what idea you are going to invest and pour into, and keep going, keep putting the effort in. So for those of you where this is about a creative project, because I did get that, for some of you, this could be like you've been writing a book, you've been working on some sort of creative project, creative endeavor. It's almost like keep going, keep doing the thing, keep taking your time with this, and keep pushing forward, because you're going to get exactly where you want to be. And I will say it is going to take a little bit of time, in the sense of the overall, like the end goal, that big payback, that big gift, that big blessing is going to take a little bit of time and dedication. But that breakthrough that starts you on the path, that gets things going, that is over the next few days to next few weeks. That keeps coming through for this group. And it's unlimited, right? Because you're going to receive your seed, you're going to receive the inspiration, you are going to receive a clear path ahead. But what you do with that seed is going to be completely up to you, right? Do I want to create a tree? Do I want to create just a plant, a house plant? What do I want to do with the seed that is going to be given to me? And I will also say, your sacrifice, your hard work, especially when it comes to your spiritual endeavors, because I do think this is a group where there's been a lot going on spiritually for you, and you keep showing up, you keep doing the thing. That's exactly what is going to pay back. That is exactly what gets you to where you want to be. So we're going to look at a message that you can't ignore. So this could be a hint or guidance that at this time, like, you just cannot ignore this, or it's too important for you to overlook. For my pile number ones, let's take a look at what's going on here. So for my pile number ones, what is a message my pile number ones cannot ignore at this time? All right, let's see. I'll take all four. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have the Chariot. What you cannot ignore, pile number one, we're going to look at these cards, obviously, but so far with this Chariot being here is that inner calling. It's what you know your purpose is, and who you truly are, and what you need to be happy, to be fulfilled, to be satisfied in your life. You cannot ignore that. You cannot ignore that calling. You cannot ignore that whisper, which for some of you, that whisper has become almost like a scream of, we need to do this. We need to go for this, right? This is what we want. This is what we desire. This is my purpose. So this is what we need to go for. We also have the World card. Goodness me, this deck. Hold on. I'm going to put that there for now. I will grab something to put on top of it. We also have the Five of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Wands. Let me find something to put on top of this card right here. I usually have a lot of little stones. We're going to do a big stone. There we go. So pile number one, when it comes to a message that you cannot ignore, it's what you know is meant for you. There's also a message here that who you were a year ago, who you were even yesterday, is not who you are today, right? You have shifted, you have grown, you have a brand new experience and understanding of who you are. And that's why things have been falling apart. It's so other things can fall into place. And I know how cliche that is, but I have to say it, it's here. This is also saying do not ignore your motivation. Do not ignore those desires, that feeling of I have to get these specific things done or I have to do these things. So really listening to your intuition, really tapping in to the messages that are coming through for you are very important. And this is also about being in a place, which I think for most of you, you are in this place right now, where who you once were is no longer who you are, but who you are becoming is also not who you are at this point. So again, we talked about that point of transition, right? So do not ignore these shifts. Do not ignore the inner guidance that you are receiving from yourself. And one thing that's coming through here is you can absolutely trust the inner guidance that you are receiving for yourself. And with this Knight of Wands, it's go do the thing that you are being guided to do, right? Go find that happiness, go find that joy, go find that fulfillment, that satisfaction, go do what is going to bring true happiness and joy to your life. Do it passionately, be adventurous, listen to your heart, accept the opportunities, create the right opportunities, and overall be confident with this. Yeah, the Three of Wands, because this is what you are manifesting, what you are desiring, what you are meant to receive, pile number one. It's already on its way to you. It's already been granted. It's just that the outer world is catching up to the inner world. The outer environments and opportunities are catching up to the shift that has happened within you. All right, so the big reveal, what is the ultimate message or encouragement the universe has for you today? This is the big reveal, if you will. This is why we are here. This is that big message, that big reveal, that big, that ultimate message, I guess I should say, the universe has for you today. And then we're going to look at the Oracle cards, which is also going to give us more information. Justice card. What did I say? For this group, you've cleared out some karma. You've created this. This is part of your blueprint, pile number one. If you believe in blueprints, this is a part of your blueprint. You are meant to get to this point in time, and this was a shift that was meant to happen for you. There is a lot that is being cleared for you at this time. We also have the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers card, the Three of Cups. I absolutely love this for you. So your big message, your ultimate message of encouragement that you were meant to be in this reading, that you were meant to find this reading and listen to, is there is a brand new beginning here for you. You are shifting into a new version of you. And through that shift, you have the love and support of your spirit team, of the universe itself. And the universe wants you to know that you are supported, that you are loved, that you will get to where you want to be. The universe also wants you to trust your wisdom, your intuition, trust what you know is right for you. You can trust yourself. You have gained your stripes. For some of you, you have some sort of cat. For some of you, it could be a tiger, a lion. I was going to say a bear. It's not a bear. Tiger, lion, panther, cougar, something along those lines as a spirit animal, and you may be feeling that inner calling. If so, work with that spirit animal. This is saying the universe, we've got your back. You were meant to get to this point, and you are meant to live a life of abundance. You are most importantly meant to live a life of abundance that is in alignment with you and your desires, right? Abundance isn't just monetary. That can be a part of it. But abundance is true wealth, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And pile number one, that is what the universe is saying you are meant to experience. And the universe is saying the path forward is cleared. And please do not give up. Keep going, because you are going to be very, very happy, very, very satisfied, very, very fulfilled as you move forward. And choose love. Choose love for yourself. Choose love for your spirit team. And always include your heart space in your decisions. You always want to be discerning, but you also want to always include your heart space in your decisions, because it's going to take you to where you are meant to be. And pile number 1, there's a big breakthrough coming through. And I know we've talked about this already, but this keeps coming through for this group. There is a big breakthrough, and you are so connected to oneness consciousness. As you experience these beautiful experiences, you also lift up the collective energy. Pile number 1, let's take a look at what we have here. So I did pick 2 cards of surrender. Let's see what we have here. So surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. And allowing those changes to happen, because I do think this is a group where change is already happening. Then we have surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly. And pile number 1, that's a very good reminder. Ground, center, bring yourself back. And sometimes taking that break, taking that time out can be so helpful in getting to that next level and figuring out what comes next. These are empowerment messages. So these could be affirmations or keywords that you use at this time or that are meant to find you. Emerging. I love this. I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. That's exactly it. Pile number 1. Believe. The best is yet to come. Trusting, right? I also picked 2 astrology cards just to see what energies are playing out for you or what you need to be aware of. So we have Cancer, I feel. So for this group, Cancer energy, moon energy, this could be a good time, especially over the next moon cycle, to do maybe like a full moon ritual, a new moon ritual. For this group, I really feel both could be very helpful. Full moon for releasing, new moon for manifesting, but also a reminder, trust your intuition. Your intuition is heightened. You are on point. You are very much connected to your spirit team, to the universe, and to your higher self. Let's see here. What do we have? Jupiter. See, pile number 1. What did I say? Jupiter, abundance. Sagittarius energy could be important here. So November could be important. That could be an important month. But Jupiter, abundance. That is exactly what you are receiving, pile number 1. So pile number 1, claim it in the comments. I know the best is yet to come. That is your affirmation. I know the best is yet to come, because that's the truth. And I cannot wait to hear about any breakthroughs that you have. But pile number 1, that is what I had for you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Those things help me out so much, and it helps you find your way back here again. Also, share the video if you think it's worth sharing. If you have any ideas for future videos, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the key to intimacy. And it says, intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. This is a beautiful card. I love this deck. So this is a part of your reading as well. So when I shuffled the cards, I just picked kind of like the the choice that you were going to see, but also a part of your reading. So, as a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. Also, I did do a reading breakdown at the beginning, which is time-stamped below. It's going to tell you exactly what is going to be covered and in the format it's going to be covered in. So I highly suggest that you check that out. But to start this reading, we're going to do a quick energy check-in just to see what is currently going on for you. And that will help you determine if this is the right pile for you. So let's see. Community. Very interesting. So we have key to intimacy, and we already have the community card. Angel of Strength. 6th chakra with Archangel Metatron. Pile number 2. I feel like for this pile, there's a lot going on that could potentially involve other people. So this feels like a time where you are trying to this can be played out in almost like one of two ways. First, for some of you, I think what you're trying to do is to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, to do what needs to be done for you, and to honor your needs. For someone here, or for some of you, I guess I should say, this could be like you're going through a relationship breakup, through a relationship ending, or maybe there is a no communication type of situation. Maybe there is a separation here that has been playing out. For others of you, this could be that you are quite on the opposite side of that spectrum, where maybe for you, it's that you are trying to figure out how to give more time and energy to other people in your life, to either friends, loved ones, a romantic partner. But it does feel like for this group, there is currently some sort of struggle when it comes to your energy and how you are able to kind of take care of yourself, but also show up for others. I also think for someone here, it's quite possible that you've been trying to manifest either a romantic partner or a platonic friend. And that's been a big, that's also been like a big part of what's going on for you, where you're trying to bring in your manifestation, and it could be that you're struggling to, I don't want to say necessarily struggling, but you may be having a little bit of a hard time with the time frame that it's taking to get what you want. Regardless of how this is unfolding, how this energy is showing up individually for each of you, I do feel for most of you, what is going on at this time has to do with the relationship to yourself, as well as the relationship that you have with others, or how you want to move forward, and the type of relationship you want to have with others. So it does feel like there's a lot that's coming up to the surface at this time around the relationship to self, but also around other people, and finding that balance and figuring out how you want things to look, how you want things to unfold. Now, for this group, I do want to get right into the reading because there's a lot that is coming up here. There's a lot of different scenarios, so I want to get into the reading. So we're going to look at the spark. What is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life? This is the Unfolding Path Tarot. Let's see what we get for you. So what is something exciting? That was a terrible shuffle. We're going to do that again. What is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up my pile number 2's world? What's going on here for my pile number 2? What is making its way to my pile number 2's? For my pile number 2's, what is this spark? What is something exciting or inspiring that's about to light up their life? Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment card. There is a truth, there is a revelation, there is something coming through. Let's take a look here. We have the Two of Cups. Yeah, this has to do with other people. We have the High Priestess. We also have the number 2. So for some of you, you could be seeing 222 because we have the number 20. So 2 plus 0, 2. We also have the number 2 with the Two of Cups. We also have the High Priestess. Some of you are seeing 222, or you will start seeing 222. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Pile number 2. It really depends on where you are at in the message onto how exactly this is going to show up for you. For some of you, there is either a reconciliation, there is a reconnection that could be potentially coming in. That's for those of you that have been manifesting that, seeking that, desiring that. So if you are in a situation where you don't have anyone to reconnect with, you don't have anyone that you want to reconnect with, that's not part of your message. But I do think for some of you here, whether it's platonic or romantic, there is an opportunity for something else to be rekindled, or for something to be rekindled, I guess I should say. For those of you that have been manifesting a relationship or a partnership and you are single, or you want something that is platonic, like you're trying to manifest a friendship, just know that that is also coming through and that is going to be possible. So there is connection here. There is a soulmate coming through here. I can also see this as a situation where there is like a reconnection, a reconciliation with somebody who's not a romantic partner, somebody who is more platonic, but something that is exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life that you need to know about, pile number 2, is there is someone coming into your life. This is a new beginning. This is a new opportunity. For some of you, it's a new beginning in the sense of, you know, this person, you are going to be able to start anew with them. For others of you, it's in the sense of, this is something completely new that you've been manifesting, you've been desiring. But it does feel like this comes through a connection. It comes through an outside source, outside of yourself. For those of you that you just don't want any friendship, you don't want to connect with someone in that way, this could very well be like a connection to self, a deeper connection to self. But I do feel like this is very healing. So I do feel like this is coming through an outside party of outside of yourself. So again, what is coming in, the spark, something exciting that's coming in for this group is either a reconnection or a brand new person coming into your life and connecting with you. And I think that's why that key to intimacy is here, because I do think this is a group where you have experienced a lot of what you don't want in order to get to what you do want. And you do know what you want, whether that is you are looking for a specific person, or you are looking for a specific type of connection or type of person. It feels like that is exactly what is coming in, and it's something that you've been manifesting. It's something that is going to bring in a lot of joy and a lot of happiness and a lot of new opportunity. And for my pile number 2s, for many of you, I think that you already know this. I think that you have been asking for this, and you can feel this energy, this presence coming into your life. For some of you, you've been dreaming about this person. For others of you, you've been sensing them around you through your spiritual gifts. And for someone here, this could be a connection with like a family member. This could be a healing of a connection with like a family member. But for most of you, this is like a friendship, or this could be romantic. And I will say for many of you, I do think this feels romantic, whether it's, again, I am reconnecting with someone, there is communication with someone, or it's somebody brand new entering your life that's coming through here. I want to see what's underneath here. Yeah. And this is going to shake things up for you. Pile number 2, I think there's a part of you that can sense this coming, but I also think there's a part of you that is going to be actually surprised when this comes in. And for some of you, it's going to be someone that maybe has been out of your life for a while now, or someone that you thought things were really done with. Like maybe you are still open to it, or you desire that connection, but you truly believe things were done, or you aren't necessarily expecting them to come back in, or you aren't necessarily expecting that to be a possibility going forward. And this may start very slow. So this, for some of you, could start out with just like a very casual conversation, or just something that takes its time to unfold. And I also think for some of you, pile number 2, part of what this spark is, part of what this um exciting thing that's coming in for you is that potential for getting what you want and what you desire as it relates to others, whatever that is for you. Because we talked about a few possibilities at the beginning there. It's that like you have the opportunity to create exactly what you want when it comes to the relationship to yourself and others. So, pile number 2, let's take a look at the secret. So, what is a hidden truth or little known insight that is just for you at this time? What is the secret here for my pile number 2s? What is the secret for my pile number 2s? What is a hidden truth or little known insight that my pile number 2 is meant to know at this time? Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. We also have, look at that Tower card coming back out here. Temperance. We also have the Nine of Wands. There's ease coming in pile number 2. I also think that something that you don't necessarily know, something that the universe wants to share for you with you, that is a little bit of an insight as to what's going on behind the scenes at this time. I think what you don't realize is that the universe has been conspiring in your favor. Pile number 2, I also think for some of you, this could be kind of like a secret admirer. And again, it could be the person that we talked about, where for some of you, maybe there's somebody that you're on a break with, somebody that you are in separation from, somebody that was a false start, things never really took off. That is only for you if you are open to that energy. That could be that person that's thinking about you. They still think about you. They still have maybe feelings for you, or they kind of want to pop in. For others of you, there's someone that is also manifesting you, someone that is desiring you, somebody that is thinking about you, and somebody that is wanting to come into your life. And what you need to know, pile number 2, is there's no need to fear the unknown. And what you also need to know is there is change coming. There is a shift coming. So for those of you where your life is feeling a bit like stagnant or stale, just know there is a change coming. And I'm also hearing you've done a lot of healing work. You are ready. And I don't think you, pile number 2, always give yourself the credit for how much healing work you've done, how much work you have put in on yourself, and everything that you have accomplished. So if you are someone where you're kind of wanting to be in a place where you are either completely healed, and I'm putting that in quotation marks because I truly don't believe there is a level of completely healing. I think part of healing is also being in those connections and learning about ourselves and putting into practice what we have learned. The universe is wanting to come in and saying, here's the secret. You are already exactly where you are meant to be. And you are more ready than what you realize. And for some of you, you are getting a bit impatient about what you are trying to manifest or what is going on in your life. And part of what the universe wants you to know is it's not going to be much longer. This opportunity, this surprise, this manifestation, this next step is a lot closer than what you realize, pile number 2. That is a big message coming through here. And part of this secret, right? Part of this hidden truth is that you are more, there's something that you are ready for. And I think it involves relationship. It could be the relationship to yourself, but I think it involves a relationship or relationships with others that you are ready. And this is also saying you can trust other people because most importantly, you're able to trust yourself and you are always going to have your back and you can trust yourself on who you can trust, right? On who seems trustworthy and on building that trust in a way that is safe and organic. One thing that the universe is also saying, pile number 2, is be careful if your boundaries are a bit too strict or too rigid. There's something that wants to come in and you have to allow it in or it won't find its way to you. But there's also a reminder that what is meant for you cannot be taken from you. What is meant for you will not pass you. This is a very interesting pile. Let's take a look at the wild card. So, what is a surprise, a twist, or unexpected energy that is coming your way? I'm doing that over there so it won't blow the cards that are on the table here. So for my pile number 2s, what is the wild card? What is a surprise, twist, or unexpected energy coming in for my pile number 2s? Let's see what we have. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the 4 of Wands. Somebody's coming in hot for this group. Somebody is coming in hot. For many of you, I do feel this is romantic. For many of you, I do feel this has to do with love. And whatever this is, it's coming in quick. It's coming in with intention. Or they are coming in quick. They are coming in with intention. Let's see what we have here. We have the Sun. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, told you it's coming quick. It's moving fast. And we have the 6 of Swords. Pile number 2. The wild card coming in for you is that I think for most of you, this is going to be a specific person. There is someone that is coming your way with very clear intentions. This person is going to bring in a lot of joy. This person is going to bring in a lot of happiness. This is someone that feels very intentional. This is someone that feels very trustworthy. This is also somebody that feels like a soulmate. Again, a soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, though I do think for my pile number 2s, for many of you, this does have romance written on it. And for some of you, this person is coming in to turn over a new leaf or to have a new beginning. And that is because for some of you, you know who this is. But if you know who this is and this reading is for you, it's somebody that you are open to. It's somebody that you would want to explore things with. If you are listening to this and there's no one that would come back in for you or there's no one that you would accept back in, this is a brand new person. This is somebody completely new. And this could be for some of you. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, this is somebody that may already be in your circle. This is somebody that may have already noticed you. This could be like a colleague, somebody that is a friend of a friend, maybe even a friend. But it feels like there's somebody that's coming in that wants to almost like declare their feelings or share something with you or offer you something. There is an offering. This person wants to make you an offer. And it's going to create transformation in your life. It's going to put you on a brand new trajectory in your life if you choose to accept this. And I will say pile number 2, for most of you, you are going to accept this because this is something that you're open to. This is something that you've been actually actively manifesting, desiring, and asking for. I want to see what's underneath here. The wheel of, it's that change. The wild card is the change. It's the opportunity. It's coming in quick. It's coming in with intention. And this is a happy thing. We have the Sun, we have the 4 of Wands. This is a very happy type of energy that is coming in for you, pile number 2. For those of you that already know this person and you're either in no contact, separation, whatever that is, you're going to have a brand new beginning. You're going to have an opportunity to create something new. And this person is going to earn it because they're going to come correct. They're going to come in with, like, they're going to be very intentional. And for those of you where you don't know who this is, it's still going to create some sort of shift in your life and in the way that you are living your life. And it feels for the better. Pile number 2, let's take a look at your superpower. So what is something unique about you? Let's do that again. What is something unique about you that will help you navigate this moment? What is your superpower? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, I saw the star card there as I was shuffling. A lot of you have done so much healing. You're so self-aware. You want to be the best version of yourself, and you want to show up in a way that honors you and the other person, and that is part of your superpower. Also, all of the healing work, some of you are healers, that is part of your superpower. Bottom of the deck, let's see what we have here. We have the 4 of Cups. Part of your superpower is the work that you have done to get to where you are. You've dealt with disappointment, you've dealt with frustration, you've dealt with the past, and you've cleared a lot of energy in order to be where you are at today and in order to receive this. We have the 10 of Pentacles, absolutely. The 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, your superpower is how hard you have worked to get to where you are at today. Your superpower is your self-awareness, your desire for improvement, your accountability towards yourself. Your superpower is your tenacity. You are not going to give up. You are not going to walk away. And I think for many of my pile number 2s, there's been almost this experience where it was hard, it was overwhelming, but you were never going to be stopped. You were never going to allow hardship to prevent you from getting to where you want to be. You've done so much healing, and I wonder if some of you could be like therapists, coaches, fellow tarot readers, Reiki practitioners, maybe you work in healthcare, teachers maybe. There's a lot of like empathy, there's a lot of just beautiful energy for this group, and you've done so much to be able to not only receive what you want, but almost that you have made it that life has to give you what you want because you've worked so hard for it. And I do think I said this earlier, but for some of you, pile number 2, you may feel like you are not ready or that there's more to do. And of course, there's always something that can be done, right? There's always that one thing that can be done. But you are ready. You are in a place where I don't want to say you deserve all the beautiful things because I don't want to make it seem like you had to earn it, because I do think for this group there is a belief that like you had to earn specific things, or they were never going to be yours to begin with. And I think there is a right for you to experience happiness and joy and all the beautiful things. But for lack of a better term, you've earned this. You deserve this. There's no other option here than for you to get exactly what the best case scenario is. And with the 10 of Pentacles being here, this is success, right? Like you have worked tooth and nail to get to this outcome. And I think for many of you, what this outcome is with the 10 of Pentacles being here is a happy family, a happy community, a happy like connection, whatever that means for you, whether it's the community and you have friendships, you have people that you can rely on, whether it's that and a romantic partner. But it feels like for this group, it's about connecting with other people. And what's interesting is that I think for some of you, you may have grown up or experienced moments in time where you felt like the black sheep, or you felt like you didn't belong, or like you didn't have support. And part of what is going to find you, part of what you are currently on track to receiving, is perhaps the things that you never thought were going to be available to you through that support, through that love, through that connection, through community. Pile number 2, let's take a look at the trickster energy. So this could be like a playful warning or challenge, something mischievous that can teach you a lesson. So we're not looking for anything too dire here. But what is the trickster energy for my pile number 2s? What is the trickster energy for my pile number 2s? Trying to pull. There we go. Bottom of the deck energy, pile number 2, we have the Ace of Swords. I think I know what this is speaking to, but we're going to take a look here at the rest of the cards. The 5 of Swords, the Hermit card, the Fool card. Pile number 2, you know what the trickster for you is? It's your mind. It's maybe having to or wanting to tell yourself that you have to do more, you have to get ready, that you cannot find a connection, a relationship, a partnership, a friendship that is reliable, that the past may repeat itself, or that people aren't reliable, or that it's not safe to connect with people. A trickster energy here is maybe trying to convince yourself that you have to do things alone, you have to go at things alone, or that if you truly desire a relationship, that it's never going to work out for you, it's never going to show up for you, it's never going to manifest for you. So the trickster energy for you, pile number 2, feels like almost like a trickster as far as belief systems go. And it also feels like a trickster that tells you that you can't experience something different than what you expect or what you have experienced in the past, and that you are stuck in certain experiences that you are not stuck in. I also think for this group, there is a little bit of a trickster energy that says, I have to analyze, I have to keep thinking, I have to keep working through this, I have to keep pushing myself to the extremes in order to be ready for something that is already arriving for you, something that is already showing up for you in your life. And pile number 2, do not deceive yourself. Do not allow self-deceit to tell you that there is a limit onto what you can experience and what you can create. And I do think for this group, like this is so clear for this group that this has to do with relationships. But again, it's going to be how exactly it presents. It's going to be different for each of you. But the trickster energy for you is certain beliefs and certain narratives that are here that are kind of saying, no, you have to do it a certain way, or life has to be a certain way, or life is going to be a certain way. That is simply not true. Pile number 2, let's take a look at the the treasure. So a gift, blessing, or positive outcome that is already waiting for you. For my pile number 2s, what is the treasure here? What is this treasure? Universe, what is the treasure for my pile number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. What is the 9 of Pentacles? Achievement, right? That personal sense of achieving what you desire. It's that abundance that comes in through hard work and effort. The 9 of Pentacles is all about bliss, right? That bliss of I have received everything that I have worked for, everything that I have desired, and I have not only happiness and joy, because those are fleeting, but I have contentment. Let's take a look at what else we have here as far as the treasure for this group. Judgment. We also have the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So this is a very interesting treasure because for you, pile number 2, the treasure is you getting to the point where it's almost like you allow yourself to exist in a vulnerable state and to experience yourself, but also your connection to others in a very unapologetic and vulnerable way. For this group, your biggest treasure, your biggest gift and blessing is going to be you feeling that sense of, I can be myself, I can be loved, I can be cherished, I can be myself and receive all that I want. And I've gotten to the point where I've been able to create this for myself. I've been able to create the space where this is what I can experience, and I can allow myself to experience this while being myself. This is also you. Again, this is about vulnerability. This is about getting exactly what you want. And I think this does come through in a personal sense as well. Like, I do think that while this is happening, there are going to be other areas of your life that are also going to be thriving. But the biggest gift, the biggest blessing is you are going to be seen for who you are in a very authentic and vulnerable way. And the people around you or that significant other, that friend, right? Whoever this is that's coming in for you specifically, whatever it is that you want to welcome into your life, they're going to see you. They're going to hear you. They're going to celebrate you for who you truly are without you having to hide or overcompensate or show up in a way that isn't fully who you are, in a way that allows you to relax and be exactly who you are. I also think that a big blessing that comes in as a result of this is the fact that you are also going to gain a boost in your confidence, in your self-worth, and in your self-esteem. And there's a level of success that is here that I think for some of you, you kind of maybe dreamed about or you kind of considered. But also for some of you, you didn't fully want to kind of go into that because what if it didn't happen? I want to see what is a message that you can't ignore. Pile number 2. So what is a hint or guidance that's too important to overlook at this time? What is a message that you cannot ignore at this time that the universe wants you to know that you cannot ignore? What is a message that my pile number 2s cannot ignore? The Magician card. We have the 3 of Wands. Sorry, sometimes it takes me a little bit to see the Wands. We also have the 3 of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. The message that you cannot ignore, what is the guidance that you cannot ignore, is that this is already manifested for you. That this is a part of what you are meant to experience, that this is something that you deserve, and it's something that is meant to bring joy and happiness into your life. And that you are meant to have connections and community. And for some of you, this could be a romantic partner, this could be a group of friends, this could be just a romantic partner, or this could be just platonic friends. But I think for many of you, it's a little bit of both. It's kind of this romantic partner, but also down the road, or as a result, also having these friendships and being in a place where you are more vulnerable and more open to connection. And one thing that you should not ignore, pile number 2, is that I think that you know that deep down, this is what you desire. This is what you want to experience. And I also think that deep down for many of you, you are in a place where you're ready. And you may not think that you're ready, but I think if you really allow yourself to be honest with yourself, you'll know that you are ready. And the universe is saying this is something that you have manifested, right? We see that Magician here, that Hanged Man is here as well. This is something that's coming to you because it's exactly what you are ready for. It's exactly what you have been working on. And for some of you, you have been actively manifesting this. For others of you, you have been, it's been more the unconscious self or the higher self. But this Hanged Man being here is talking about miracles, and it's talking about surrendering to the divine will and surrendering to what is and being present in the present moment and allowing yourself to experience what's coming in for you. Because I think if you're listening to this, there may be some fears, but I think that deep down, especially if you made it this far into this reading, I think it's because deep down you do want that. You do desire some sort of connection. And whatever that connection is, that is how it's going to show up for you. Let's take a look at the big reveal. So what is the ultimate message from the universe for you? What is the ultimate message? What is the big reveal of this message that was meant to find you? For my pile number 2s, what is this ultimate message? Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. So we also have the Ace of Wands. The Hanged Man. We have the 2 of Swords. And we have the Ace of Cups. Pile number 2, your ultimate message at this time is, first and foremost, you are creating so much more than what you realize you are creating. We have 2 aces, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is a time for you to lean into the potential of not only what is trying to come into your life and what is on its way into your life, but also into the potential of what you desire. This is also the universe saying it is time for you to decide to allow this in. It's time for you to decide to ask exactly for what you want, especially when it comes to community, when it comes to connection, relationships. Get clear about what you want so that you can ask exactly for that, because it's already on its way to you. And this is a time for you to fine tune the manifestation. This is also the universe saying to you, trust what you know, trust what you want, trust yourself. Practice self-care, practice self-love. And again, for this group, I keep coming back to this card because this was a part of your reading. This is about you having that intimacy with yourself, but also allowing yourself to have that intimacy and that connection with others. And that is exactly what is coming in at this time. And you are not crazy if you have been feeling that this is getting closer. You are not crazy for desiring the things that you desire. And this is a time of surrendering to what is and allowing miracles to come into your life without necessarily needing to control exactly how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. And there is a reminder here that even in the unknown, even when you are not clear about what is next, you can always and should always trust yourself. Pile number 2, let's see what extras we have for you. So these are power of surrenders, and it's very interesting because especially for this reading, we did have a lot of like surrender, go with the flow type energy. Let's see what we have here for you. So we have surrender fear. That makes sense for this group. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. We also have surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. As a disclaimer, just because you choose to forgive someone, somebody here is forgetting someone. But just because you choose to forgive someone doesn't mean you have to allow them back in. Forgiveness is a gift for you so that you can move forward and you can carry on with your life. So I also pulled some keywords, words of encouragement. This could be affirmations that you use or keywords for you at this time. We have passion. I passionately accept and love myself. Radiance. I am a radiant reflection of God's light. And you are radiating. Pile number 2. I think that's why so many are being drawn to you at this time. I also did choose 2 astrology cards that are going to give us some information as to what's going on, right? Astrologically for you. What are the vibes, if you will? So we have Libra, I balance. Libra is also the ruler of the 7th house. So definitely love and relationships in the 7th house coming through here. We also have Aquarius, I know. So Aquarius and Libra energy coming through here very strongly. So keep those in mind. If you have some of you may have Aquarius in your 7th house. Some of you are very used to being very independent and relying on self. So that could be what's going on. But pile number 2, that is what I had for you. Claim it in the comments. I welcome passion into my life. I welcome passion into my life. Whatever that means for you, welcoming in that sense of passion, excitement, I think is going to be very helpful. But pile number 2, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video if you think it's worth sharing. All of those things help me out so much. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. I do keep a running list. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to the Radical Self-Love card. I said this about every single one of these cards, but this deck is absolutely beautiful. Look at this card. So this one says, we can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. So true, right? So pile number 3, as a reminder, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. Also, I did do a reading breakdown at the beginning, which is time-stamped below. It's going to tell you exactly what is going to be covered and in the format it's going to be covered in. So again, I highly, highly suggest that you check that out. So in order to get started with this reading, I will be doing an energy check-in, and that should help you determine if this is the right pile for you, because if what this is talking about doesn't sound like your current situation, it's probably not your pile, so try choosing a different one, or it could be that there's no message for you in this specific reading, which is okay. But let's take a look here. So we have strategy. Okay. We also have adjacent possibilities. Very interesting. And yin and yang energy coming through here. Okay, so pile number 3. You're working hard. Pile number 3, you are doing what needs to be done and then some. You have a lot of responsibilities. You have a lot going on, but you're also very determined. There is something that you have your eye on, that you are trying to manifest, that you are trying to create, that you are trying to receive. This feels like a group that may be feeling very tired, very exhausted, but at the same time, your motivation is what's pushing you through at this time, and it's what's getting you to the other side, or at least helping you deal with the exhaustion. Or for some of you, maybe that exhaustion hasn't come through yet because you haven't allowed yourself enough of a break to allow the exhaustion in, right? It's like, if I keep on going, if I don't slow down, then how am I going to feel exhausted or tired? For some of you, you are running on caffeine and your eye on the goal, right? Your desire. So some of you are like really drinking the caffeine. Some of you could have multiple jobs, multiple sources of income. This could be like, maybe for some of you, you're trying to buy a house. Maybe you're trying to pick up a business and like get your business going. Or it could be that you have a very specific goal as far as like what you want to save, what you want to do. For someone here, it could be that you have so many responsibilities, so you have no other option than to work incredibly hard. So this could be like, maybe you have children that you are the caretaker for, or maybe you're helping take care of your parents, or maybe you have a lot of vet bills. Hey, hello, how are you? I've been there, done that. But it feels like this is a group that has a lot of responsibilities, a lot going on, but also a group that is going at it, going forward, putting in that work. And it almost feels like there's no stopping you. But at the same time, pile number 3, it does feel like there's almost a level of frustration at the same time, because things either aren't unfolding as quickly as you'd want, or it almost feels like you are spinning your wheels and you're not getting anywhere, or at least not getting to the destination in the way that you thought you would. So it almost feels like, I'm doing all the right things, I'm putting in the effort, I'm doing exactly what needs to be done. I have the plan, I have the outline, I have what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm doing exactly that, and I should be here, but for some reason I'm still back here. And I'm almost wondering if for this group, there's a level of divine timing at play. And pile number 3, for some of you, you are exhausted. Because for some of you, you've been going for a while. And again, you're not giving yourself enough time to slow. It's almost like you are running from exhaustion. You are running from getting tired. You are running from everything that you've been doing catching up to you. And for some of you, your body is demanding that you slow down and pay attention. But you're not trying to do that. You're not trying to do that because there's something specific that you need to do, and you have a outline, a timeline of when you want this to happen, or you're behind on your timeline. Again, divine timing is coming in as important, but we're about to shuffle in some cards. Pile number 3, let's take a look at what we have here. So we're going to start by looking at the spark. What is something exciting or inspiring that is about to light up your life? What is something inspiring or exciting that is about to light up your life? Pile number 3. I'm very curious for this group, because you've been working very hard on something, but what exactly is the spark? What is something exciting and or inspiring that is about to light up your life? Bottom of the deck, let's see what we have here. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah. All right, I think I know what that is, but I want to see what this is first. Let's take a look here. 10 of Swords. Yup. 6 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Okay. So I'm going to be honest. For some of you, you're going to listen to this and you're going to click right off at this point, because you're going to be like, what is she talking about? How in the world is this something exciting or inspiring? Pile number 3, for many of you, what's coming in is actually a little bit of a break. For many of you, what's coming in is going to be either a different perspective that allows you to slow down, or an understanding of why you need to take care of yourself. For this group, it feels like you've been burning the candle at both ends. And it also feels like the universe is really wanting to get your attention and saying, you need to take care of yourself. You need to check in with yourself. I do think for this group, with the 6 of Pentacles being here specifically, for some of you, and something that is going to be exciting or inspiring that comes in, is almost like you're going to have someone that maybe you can delegate your responsibilities to, or you're going to be able to bring in more balance in your life in some way. So for some of you, it is that you're going to get exactly what you've been working for. And what you're going to realize when you get there is, I am exhausted and I need to take a time out. I need to take a break. I need to purposefully give myself a little bit of a timeout, because I do think we have this 10 of Swords here. And I think for some of you, this 10 of Swords is here because it's talking about that need for healing, that need for slowing down and taking a break. And also, it's that realization that, yes, I am resilient, but just because I can doesn't mean I should, or it doesn't mean I have to. I think that's a big thing coming in for this group. And I also think for this group, what is coming in here that is going to be inspiring, or it's going to be exciting for you, is a new understanding. So again, for some of you, you get exactly what you've been working on. You get to the other side of that thing and you realize, I am exhausted. For others of you, it almost feels like the universe steps in some way and says, you need to take a break. And I think what's kind of interesting is that for many of you, pile number 3, what you may find is that, and I know this is going to sound counterintuitive, is that when you slow down and when you take care of yourself and when you honor your own needs, there's almost like, it's almost like the energy is going to pick up. And even though you've been doing everything you're supposed to be doing, even though you're burning the candle at both ends, even though you are kind of just on the go, because I'm kind of getting Energizer Bunny energy here. I probably just aged myself by saying that, but I remember the commercial, and it's like keep on going and going and going and going, and there's no stopping. As you slow down, as you honor your spiritual self, your emotional self, your mental health as well, it's almost like the energy actually speeds up and what you want becomes more attainable. It becomes closer and it becomes easier to attain. So for this group, it's very interesting because it's almost like, again, it's almost like a timeout is what's on its way. Yeah, temperance, balance, moderation. Because pile number 3, for you, moderation is key. And one thing that the universe wants you to know is that it's not that you have to do more. It's that you have to take care of yourself. And again, from the very beginning, I am getting divine timing is at play for this group. And you're going to see the opportunities that you want show themselves. And I also do know and understand that for some of you, the work that you are doing, the efforts that you are putting in are very necessary due to the responsibilities that you have. But the message is still, there has to be a way for you to take care of yourself through this experience, pile number 3, in a way that brings in more balance. It may not be that you may be able to take a week off and do nothing and sleep, but it could be that you can add a little bit more time in your day where you can rest. You can make sure that you are getting proper nutrition, that you are drinking the water. And for my pile number 3s, someone here needs to drink more water. Somebody here may be dehydrated. Take it as it resonates. I am obviously not a medical provider. Let's take a look at the secret. So pile number 3. What is a hidden truth or little known insight that is just for you at this time? What is a secret that wants to be revealed just for you at this time? Pile number 3, I'm seeing this high priestess coming through here. Your intuition is trying to communicate. Your intuition is trying to give you information. You're running so fast, even your intuition isn't getting your attention, is what's coming through here. Let's take a look here. For my pile number 3s, what is the secret? Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. We also have the Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Pile number 3, slow and steady wins the race. Pile number 3, right now you are the rabbit. When we talk about the rabbit and the hare, you are the rabbit right now, and you are going places. You are getting there very fast. But again, you're also burning the candle at both ends. And part of what really wants to come through for this pile is slow and steady wins the race. You would get further. Whether you believe it or not, you would get further quicker if you allowed yourself to do this, to go about this, whatever this is for you. For some of you, it could be a relationship. For others of you, it could be a career. It could be a project. It could be school. It could be finances. This is about moderation and balance. Slow and steady wins the race, one brick at a time, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. That is how you get to where you want to be. And a message that the universe wants to give you as well, pile number 3, is that in order to be truly strong, in order to be truly courageous, you have to be honest with yourself and you have to honor where you are truly at. Strength is not about doing something in spite of yourself. Strength is having the strength to know what is right for you. And strength is also about self-control, moderation. Those words keep coming in, especially moderation for this group. And self-care, self-love is a very important part of that. Pile number 3. And pile number 3, again, brick by brick, right? Step by step. And the universe is saying you will get exactly where you want to be. That's why that 10 of Cups is here. But it's about finding that harmony within what it is that you are working on, what it is that you are investing your time and energy in within yourself. And the Eight of Pentacles is the perfect card for this group because the Eight of Pentacles is a card that really speaks to taking your time and mastering a skill, doing things one step at a time, right? Watering the plant, watering the desire, the manifestation, having determination and perseverance, but being methodical about the progress, having patience with that determination. Understanding that Rome wasn't built in a day, right? That's a big message that's also coming through for my pile number 3s here. Pile number 3, let's take a look at the wild card. So what is a surprise, twist, or unexpected energy that is coming your way? What is the wild card for my pile number 3s? I'm shuffling them more on the right side so it doesn't blow these cards away. So for my pile number 3s, what is the wild card coming in for my pile number 3s, or coming my pile number 3's way? What is the wild card for my pile number 3s? Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's something here that slows you down. It's going to be different things for different people, but there's something here that it's either going to be a realization or it's going to be something that really helps you slow down. Pile number 3. Let's take a look at what else we have here. The Moon. Yeah, for some of you, it's going to be some sort of understanding that comes through. The Magician. The Nine of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. Pile number 3, your manifestation, your desire, what it is that you are working on, whatever it is that you have your eye on. Again, different things, different people, many people watching this. It's already a wish that has been granted for you. It's already something that you are actively manifesting and creating. And it's something that is meant for you. That's the interesting thing about this pile. It's not that you're manifesting something that isn't for you, because what you are desiring, what you are manifesting, what you are making progress on is meant for you. But it's the time frame. It's the way that you're going about it that requires a little bit of a shift. Or it requires for you to see it in from a different light, from a different perspective. And I think for this group, I mean, the Four of Swords is the card of burnout. It's also a card that says, I give myself permission to heal. I give myself permission to slow down. I give myself permission to take care of myself and what is needed from me. So this does feel like for this group, there is going to be some sort of forward movement, some sort of either breakthrough realization or some sort of opportunity that is created either by you or by the universe itself, where it allows you to slow down and you are able to see more clearly why your manifestation hasn't worked out in the time frame that you were seeking. And it's also going to help you see clearly why the universe is working with you and for you, but also why it hasn't shown up in the expected time frame or how you expected this to show up. So the wild card here is going to be some sort of realization around what you are manifesting that is going to allow you to manifest it in a slightly different way that is actually going to speed up the timeline here. There is a timeline speed up here, But it happens when you take a break. It happens when you ground yourself. It happens when you take care of yourself. So again, it almost seems counterintuitive. But for this group, as you slow down, what you are desiring almost speeds up or catches up to you. Because that's what it feels like, pile number 3. Like, you're so good at what you're doing that you're like 3 steps ahead, and your manifestation is like trying to catch up to you, where you may be thinking that you're the one trying to catch up to the manifestation. So that's what's coming through here. It's very interesting. Let's take a look at your superpower. So what is something unique about you that will help you navigate this time? What is my pile number 3's superpower? What is my pile number 3's superpower? Bottom of the deck, the 4 of Wands. Your superpower is creating. Your superpower is getting to the next level, reaching milestones, creating opportunities, taking advantage of opportunities. Let's take, your superpower is your ability to create and manifest. Judgment card, and also your spirituality, your connection to your higher self is a part of your superpower, because you are somebody that is very connected. You are also someone, pile number 3, that you have a very deep understanding of spiritual workings, how spirituality works. I do think this is a group where you have a lot of esoteric wisdom. You have a lot of understanding as far as how to manifest and the power of manifestation and the law of attraction. I also do think that this is a group where you have an understanding of the 7 spiritual laws and you use them to your favor. So there could be a level of frustration here as far as like, why aren't things happening, or why is certain things taking longer than I expected? And it's because you're so good at manifesting, and part of that superpower is your ability to create, your ability to ascend and get to the next level. But also that superpower is that connection to spirit, that connection to your higher self, specifically pile number 3, because you do have a lot of wisdom. You do have a very strong bond with your higher self. I think for some of my pile number 3s, you may also have a very strong ability to read the Akashic records, or it could be to get some sort of guidance. This is a group where you're very good at tapping into guidance. You're very good at tapping into your spiritual gifts and receiving guidance in that way, receiving next steps in that way. Let's take a look. Pile number 3. What is the trickster energy here? So what is a playful little warning or challenge, something mischievous, but it teaches a lesson? So we're not looking for anything too extreme. We're just looking for a little bit of trickster energy, something that you need to be aware of. For my pile number 3s, what is the trickster energy for my pile number 3s? Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this has to do with time. The 2 of Cups and the Strength card coming back out there. So when it comes to what the trickster energy for you is, my pile number 3s, I think for this group, the trickster that is kind of playing games with you is your expectations and time itself. I keep getting this for this group, and I'm not a fan of divine timing, because me, myself, and I do get frustrated when people start talking about divine timing. So I do know it probably frustrates other people as well, because like, I want what I want. I want to be able to do what I need to do to get what I want. So I can absolutely understand that. But it does feel like for this group, there is a little bit of a trickster energy when it comes to just like time itself, specifically the past and the future. Like, I think this is a group where it can be very hard for you to ground and center in the present moment, where it's easier for you to think about what I could have done and what should be. Right? So like I could have, would have, should have, and also this is what should be, or this is what I'm working towards, where it feels like when it comes to the present moment, you're always kind of either looking back to what was or looking forward to what will be. And I think for this group, keeping yourself grounded and centered can be especially helpful, because this is where you create the future, right? The future is created in the present moment, and the past is gone. The past cannot change. The past is what it is. All we could do with the past is make peace with it. And with the future, all we can do is create it through action in the present moment. Because if we are always chasing the future, then it is always going to be out of our reach. And if we are always thinking about the past, then we are stuck in a time where there's nothing that can actually be done to change what has happened. So I do think for my pile number 3s, a trickster for you is time and your relationship, your view of time, and your, I would say your desire as far as how things should be and what could be is a big thing here. So for this group, really being able to ground and center and be present in the present moment can be especially helpful. That's coming through loud and clear here. And the trickster is that sense of always having to wait for something else, or always wanting to be kind of in another place, whether that is in the past or in the future. That is the trickster that you are dealing with, pile number 3. Let's take a look at the treasure. So what is a gift, blessing, or positive outcome that's waiting for you? What is the treasure waiting for my pile? What is the treasure waiting for my pile number 3s? What is a gift, blessing, or positive outcome waiting for my pile number 3s? What is the treasure here for my pile number 3s? Ooh, okay. I was aiming for 3, but 4 want to come out. We're going to take it. 9 of Wands. We also have 9 of Swords. So we now have 2 9s. We also have the World card, the Tower card, and the Fool card. Wow. Okay. Very interesting to have the World, the Fool, and that Tower here. So when it comes to the treasure, again, this is a group where it's a very interesting treasure. It's a very interesting gift. It's a very interesting something to be excited about, right? Like that spark at the beginning that we talked about. Because for you, your treasure, your blessing is going to be understanding something about the way that you are manifesting, or the way that you are spending your time and energy, investing your time and energy. Part of your treasure is going to be that you will manifest and receive exactly what it is that you desire. I've said this many times. Whatever it is that you are working on, pile number 3, it wants you, you want it, it's meant to be. It's more about you being in a place where you are able and ready to receive it. And again, for some of you, you are so far ahead of what you're trying to manifest that it is actually trying to catch up to you, but you're running full speed ahead and it's running towards you, and you're still ahead of it because you are moving so fast. You are spinning your wheels. Again, this is a group, you are running on Starbucks, Dunkin', you are running on something, pile number 3. I feel like this is a pile where you are a coffee lover. If so, suggest some coffee. I can only drink decaf. Anyways, we're not here for that. Pile number 3, what we are here for is, as far as your gift or blessing, it's going to be a complete change on what you thought you needed to do and how you thought you needed to approach work. And when I say work, it doesn't necessarily mean career and work and finances in that sense, but the work that you put into your desires, your manifestations, and the work that you put into what you are creating in your life is what I talk about. what I mean? But for some of you, that is going to be work. That is going to be something like career. But pile number 3, it's very interesting that we have the Tower here, because part of your gift is going to be almost like the destruction of your current routine, of the way that you're currently approaching things. And it's going to be the closing of a chapter, the closing of a cycle, and the beginning of you going about things in a different way. For someone here, you may be studying spiritual laws, the 7 spiritual laws, and the law of attraction, and you will gain a different perspective, a different outlook, a different understanding of what exactly that looks like. For others of you, I said this, for some of you, you're going to receive the thing that you've been working so hard for. And you're going to realize, like, I can't keep doing things in this way. I'm going to do it in a different way. And for others of you, you're not going to receive exactly what you are working towards, what you are manifesting, until you approach it in a different way. But the blessing, regardless of what side you are on, the treasure here is going to be you understanding why this specific form of manifestation, this specific form of going about something is not for you, is not going to work for you, and it's not going to get you to where you want to be. And for some of you, in order for you to get to that point, there is a little bit of a rock bottom, or there is a little bit of like I don't know what I'm doing. I can't keep doing it this way. I can't keep dealing with this. So there is a little bit of like pausing and having to deal with, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel right. And something else has to be done. Something else has to be explored. But it leads you to a brand new beginning, to a brand new way of going about things, and to an ascension. You ascend to the next level. I want to see what's underneath. Yeah. Part of the gift, part of the blessing is realizing that something isn't working and that something isn't making you happy. And again, it's not about what you are creating or what you are manifesting, because I do believe for my pile number 3s, that's right for you. It's about the how, and the how you're treating yourself in the process. Pile number 3, let's take a look at a message you cannot ignore. So for my pile number 3s, what is a hint or guidance that's too important to overlook? What is a message that you should not overlook? Pile number 3. Let's take a look here. For my pile number 3s, what is a message that they cannot ignore? Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. We also have the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the 4 of Cups. Pile number 3, what you cannot ignore is what you are feeling. What you cannot ignore is the sense of something isn't right, something isn't quite working, something isn't productive in the way that it needs to be. What you cannot ignore and what you should not ignore is what you are feeling inside. The information that is trying to come through, I do think this is a group where there's a lot of clear cognizance, so clear knowing, a lot of downloads, a lot of clarity that just comes to you. And I think that when it comes to a message that you cannot ignore, there's a message here that something needs to change, something needs to shift. And I think that that message is getting louder. And for some of you, it's getting louder because you can't ignore your intuition. You can't ignore your gift. For others of you, it's getting louder because it's getting harder for you to keep up at the pace that you've been going. And it's getting harder for you to keep burning that candle at both ends. And that's in the way that it's trying to get your attention. But what can't be ignored, what you should not ignore, pile number 3, is what you know to be true. Because I do think for this pile, if you chose this pile, you are aware of what I am talking about. You are feeling kind of what's coming through here is already coming through for you. And I do think there's also a lot of information, a lot of downloads for this group that is bringing clarity in as far as what you need, what you require, what your body, your mental health, your emotional health is asking for. Pile number 3, let's take a look at the big reveal. So this is the ultimate message or encouragement that the universe has for you. So what is it that the universe has for you? This is why you are truly here. What is that big reveal, that ultimate message meant for you, pile number 3? Let's take a look. Bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have the Ace of Pentacles. There's opportunities for new beginnings here, for doing something a different way. The Knight of Wands, the Lover's card, and the Two of Wands. Your big message, this ultimate message that was meant to find you, is you now have an opportunity to approach life, to approach something that you've been working on, or in the way that you've been treating yourself, in a different way. This is a time to choose self-love. This is a time to choose self-care. And I think it's very interesting that this is the card that you chose, because this feels like this was exactly summing up the entire reading for you, where it's about you loving yourself unconditionally, you loving yourself and taking care of yourself and doing what is right for you, and allowing your energy to be renewed, right? Like, yes, you're going to have energy. You have the motivation. You're somebody that works very hard. You're somebody that has very clear goals, but it's important for you to take care of yourself and to try different things and to do things slightly different and to explore how you can get to your ultimate goal while also honoring yourself and your needs and the needs of your body. Because I do think for my pile number 3s, your body needs care and attention. And this is about you making progress, but not at the not when it costs you your well-being, not when you have to be exhausted, not when you can't take care of yourself in the process. This is about making progress in a way that feels good, in a way that is sustainable, pile number 3. And this is the universe saying the world is always going to give you the opportunities. The world is going to give you what you desire. But never forget to take care of yourself in the process. Never forget to give yourself what you need in the process. And this is the time for transformation. That is your message. That is the message that was meant to find you. Pile number 3, I picked 2 cards of surrender for this group. Let's take a look at what we have here. So, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. I said it. This is a group where you're very intuitive. You're also very claircognizant. There's a lot that's trying to come in, that's trying to reveal itself to you. Even giving yourself 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes every other day to connect to your intuition and to receive messages can be very important. See pile number 3? We also have surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego or your timeline, be patient and trust the universal flow. This is a big thing. This came through at the very beginning. There is divine timing at play here. And pile number 3, you're moving so fast that the universe is trying to catch up to you. I also picked these 2 cards, which is affirmations or words of encouragement or keywords that you can use that are meant to find you. Let's see what we have here. Fulfillment. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. And it's about finding that joy, right? Finding those moments where you can connect with yourself, where you can take care of yourself. We also have commitment. My commitments increase my joy and freedom. And it's not about you not honoring your commitments. It's about you honoring yourself and your other commitments as well, and realizing that you have a commitment to yourself and your well-being. Pile number 3. I also picked 2 astrology cards just to see what vibes are here, what energies are here. Let's take a look. So we have Mercury, mind. Yeah. So for this group, giving yourself, checking in with yourself, grounding, centering yourself. It could be that you have heavy Gemini energy. It could be that your Mercury is very much activated at this time as you are listening to this, as you're watching this. Maybe you have a stellium in the 3rd house that's coming through. But with Mercury mind here, also giving yourself a mental break and giving yourself exactly what you need. Let's see what else we have here. Leo, I will. Yeah, and this is the thing. This is a group where you are somebody who's going to do exactly what needs to be done. But in the process, don't forget yourself. Don't forget that you need to take care of you. And you need to honor yourself as well. You will do what you need to do. Pile number 3, if there's anyone that's going to accomplish what they want, it's you. I have no doubts of that. But pile number 3, that is what I have for you. Let's claim it in the comments. Your affirmation for the week. Your affirmation for the week is I surrender to divine timing. Because I think that would be so powerful for this group. I surrender to divine timing is your affirmation for the week. Claim it in the comments. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Share the video if you think it's worth sharing. Those things help me and the channel out so much, and I appreciate you so much for being here and for helping me out in that way. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. Just put them in the comments below. I do keep a running list. Also, just thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I am sending so much love, so many blessings, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.